everyone, welcome back to the channel. My favorite subject is geology. I love rocks, but most importantly, I love geodes. Whenever I order a geode, all I get are these blank, colorless ones. And there is no fun in opening geodes and cracking them, and all I receive are these white ones. That is very disappointing for me. And whenever I go to museums, I see very colorful geodes. So that got me thinking, why don't I make my own geodes and put my favorite color in them and see how it looks? So today, I'm gonna be teaching you how to make your own edible sugar crystal geode. For this project, you're gonna need a cup of water, 3 cups of sugar, some white chocolate, some cocoa powder, food coloring of your choice, a spoon, a pot to mix the sugar in, some foil, a bowl, and some napkins. First, we're gonna make the geode rock mold. For this, you're going to need your piece of foil, your bowl, and your napkins. First, what we're going to do is we're gonna take our napkins and crumple them up into balls, like this. Then we're gonna place them into our bowl. I'm going to do 5 napkins for this. Make sure your balls are crumpled all the way, because you don't want little pieces of paper sticking out like this. You want them so they look like balls. Okay? When you have your paper napkins ready, put them in your bowl in the desired shape you want your geode to be. Next, take your foil and place it on top of your bowl. Take your hand and press the foil down all the way so it touches the napkins. And the excess foil, you can just press around the sides. Press your foil all the way down. Make sure there's a little bit of space in the middle so you can put your rock in, and this shape right here is going to be where your rock's gonna go. And this is the geode mold. Now that we've finished our geode rock mold, we're gonna get started on a super saturated sugar syrup. For this, you're gonna need your 1 cup of water, your 3 cups of sugar, your pot, and your spoon. First, we're gonna pour in our 1 cup of water, then our 3 cups of sugar. We're gonna mix it on a boil on a medium heat. If you see too many bubbles, make sure to tone down the heat and keep mixing the syrup. This is very dangerous and the syrup is very hot. Please be careful and take adult supervision if needed. And when all the sugar granules in the mixture dissolve and disappear, your sugar is ready for crystallization. Now that our sugar syrup is done, you can see that there are no sugar granules in it and the syrup is absolutely clear. Now I'm gonna put in my food coloring. Mix it in. After you're done mixing, you're gonna pour it in your geode mold. And for dumping, it's still a little bit hot, and I myself am gonna need some adult supervision. I will be back after dumping. We had some problems in the process of pouring the syrup. We needed to change the bowl to a bigger size, and we also needed to grease the foil. When you're greasing your foil, you can use butter or cooking oil spray. Any one works. Now that we have our syrup in the bowl, we're gonna get out our towel. Open up your towel and place it over your syrup like this. There won't be any bacteria over the syrup. We're only putting the towel there so the syrup doesn't get any insects or dust particles. You want to let this set for 48 hours or 2 days. It has been 48 hours. Let's see what's waiting for us under this towel. Okay, So there is a thin crust, as we can see. So I'm gonna take the crust out and I'm gonna tip out the syrup just like this, and after that I will be back. I tipped out the syrup, and unfortunately there was a very thin crust of crystals inside. The geode wasn't fully formed yet. So I decided to put the syrup back in the bowl, and I'm gonna put the towel on top and rest it for a few more days and see what happens. See you then. Today is the third day of the geode formation. I just checked underneath the tower and I can see that the geode is ready. So there was a thin crust on top. I cracked the crust off and I could see that the geode was ready inside. So I'm gonna pour the syrup into this bowl right now. Look at that geode. We have poured all the syrup out of the geode, and now it's time to take the foil out from the bowl, put it on the plate, and pull the foil so the geode can come out of the foil. Wish me luck. I tried to get the geode out from the foil, but it's very soft and the geode is cracking on me. So I'm gonna leave it for a half an hour to dry, and then I'll be back to see what happens. It has been 15 minutes later, and I think I'm gonna try to peel the geode off from the foil and place it upside down over this glass, so all the moisture and syrup drifts off from the geode onto the plate, so it'll dry much faster and be much harder when it's dried. Oh, so you can see a crack right there. If you see a crack, don't worry, don't cry. Rocks in nature are abnormal and made organic, so it's okay if your geode cracks. Be very gentle and careful in this process. It's okay if that happens. And now we're gonna let it dry. The geode is almost done drying, so we're gonna get started on the next few steps. For that, you're gonna need your bowl of white chocolate and your spoon. And I was going to use cocoa powder for the outer layer of the geode on top of the white chocolate, but I realized that the outer layer of a geode is more like a sand. So instead of cocoa powder, I'm gonna use crushed up cereal. I'm gonna take the roller and crush it up like that. You can use breadcrumbs or graham crackers or coconut powder, but the choice is yours for that. For the white chocolate, you're gonna take it and put it in the microwave for 30 seconds, take it out, stir, put it in the microwave for 30 seconds, take it out, stir, and repeat the process until your white chocolate is fully melted. I'm gonna be back right after I finish melting my white chocolate. It's almost done. I think it needs 10 more seconds in the microwave and then it'll be done. The white chocolate is ready to pour on the geode. You just wanted to let it set and let it cool for just a little tiny bit so it doesn't melt the geode when we pour it on. My white chocolate is ready and cooled to go onto the geode. Let it drip all the excess white chocolate off. And while it's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and crush my cereal up to make sand. The white chocolate is dripping, so I'm gonna get ready with my sand. You wanna add your sand when your white chocolate is still a bit sticky. You just wanna sprinkle the sand on. I have finished putting my sand on top of the geode. I'm gonna let that dry and see what this geode looks like right side up after it's done drying. See you then. I think the sand and white chocolate is dry, so I'm gonna pick it up. Wow! My favorite color looks so pretty on the geode. I actually like the little drips over here, here, and here, so I'm gonna keep them, but if you want, you can take a serrated knife or a normal knife and trim them off. Compared to a real geode, they both have a really pretty center with the crystallization involved, and on the back side, they both have an uneven layer of dirt and sand. I really like the shape of my geode too, because remember when I showed you a crack in the geode? It made a really cute heart shape, and that is wonderful. This is so pretty, I don't think I'm gonna eat it, but it is totally edible and you can eat it. Wow, I can't believe how great our geode looks, how wonderful my favorite color looks, and how successful our process went. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below how your geodes looks and how your process went. Thank you for watching today's video and see you next time. Bye!